welcome to another episode of the 1111 Club. This one is entitled The Era of Playing Small is Over. So let's take a moment to land. If you're holding something, let it go. If your jaw is tight, relax it and soften it now. If your breath is shallow, let it deepen. Feel your body, not just as a machine that gets you through the day, but as a living, breathing instrument of truth. Place your hand over your heart. The real one, not the I'm fine version, not the one that powers through. The one that knows what's coming, that feels the shift. And I want you to breathe with me here. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you're meant to be to receive this. Deep breath. Let's get honest. You have known for a while now that the way you've been living isn't big enough for your soul. That the ways you've been holding back, saying maybe later, waiting for someone to notice you or give you permission, those ways are suffocating you. You're not here to be digestible. You're here to be undeniably yourself. Now, maybe you've been shrinking to keep the peace. Maybe you've been doubting your gifts because they don't look like everyone else's. Maybe the world has been loud and scary, and you've convinced yourself that staying small is safer. But your body knows. Your body is whispering and sometimes screaming that you are not built for the shadows. You're here to light the way. Even if your voice trembles, even if you're still figuring it out. Now, this isn't just about mindset. This is about embodiment. And mindset is taught a lot on social media, but I want you to feel this. This is what somatic is all about. So feel in your belly, that sacred center of truth. Feel in your chest, that well of compassion and wisdom. This is where your real voice lives. Not in perfection or what you show to the world, not in logic, but in sensation. Notice what happens to your body when you hear the words, I am powerful, I am ready. Does something flutter, tighten, light up, expand? That's your system waking up to truth. That is your inner compass realigning to your truth. Now, you don't have to wait for clarity to move forward. The act of claiming your truth creates the clarity first. So don't self-sabotage this. You're meant for more. Here's what's real though. People around you are unraveling. They're numbing. They're over-functioning. They're faking it. And here you are, showing up to your edges, feeling the discomfort and willing to look underneath the surface. You wouldn't be in this club if you didn't. And that alone changes everything. When you regulate your nervous system, your kids will feel it. When you own your voice, your partner notices it. And when you trust your gut, your community shifts. You may not see it yet, but every time you choose presence over performance, you become a lighthouse. And lighthouses don't hustle to prove their light. They just shine. Now listen, I say this as someone who knows how hard this can be. I was the poster child for low self-worth. a good girl to the nth degree. Even when I started getting gutsier with age, I still defaulted to other people's opinions. I'd have thoughts and insights and deep knowing, and I'd keep them to myself because I wanted, well, really, I wanted everybody to like me. And it never worked, ever. And slowly, painfully, I started waking up to the truth that not everyone needs to like me. In fact, it's necessary that they don't. And then COVID came, and I made some choices that didn't align with the majority of people. I held my ground in the face of an immense backlash and judgment, and something kind of clicked in my brain. I didn't need their approval. I grew a damn backbone. And sure, I still occasionally fall into that caring what they think spiral, especially when I pour my heart into something and someone says it's not for them. But now I honor that, and I can say, I see you, I release you, because my worth is not tied to their opinions. And as this new way of being becomes more normal, more embodied, I find myself welcoming in the bigness, the visibility, and the leadership I used to only dream of. Playing small is no longer an option, and my nervous system is slowly catching up, gently opening to more. Because if I didn't babysit step this, my nervous system would retaliate and I would sabotage. But now there is more love, more capacity, more impact. And as always, I'm checking in with Source about this to see what kind of channeled transmission they can bring to this topic. We sent you here encoded with ancient truth and unshakable love. Not to be quiet, not to be agreeable, but to vibrate at the frequency of remembrance. You came to lift the veil for your lineage, for your children, for the strangers who hear your words and remember something that they've forgotten. The world doesn't need more experts. It needs more embodied humans, more truth tellers, more bridge holders, more love warriors. You are not broken. You are becoming. And the ache you feel, that is your soul outgrowing its old container. The invitation now is expansion, alignment, and devotion. We need you. Take a deep breath and take that in. You're here for a reason. Feel the truth of that in your body. And maybe pause here and journal. What does that mean to you? Does it scare you? Does it light you up? You don't need to know how it all plays out. You just need to say yes. Yes to showing up. Yes to being visible. Yes to releasing the version of you that fit in, played nice, and kept it all together. You don't need a massive platform to make a massive impact. Your presence is the platform. You are the frequency shifter, the nervous system softener, the sacred disruptor. The era of playing small is over. Let that be your mantra this week. Whisper it into your tea, your pillow, your prayers, nature. Hand over heart. Say it with me. I am no longer available for shrinking. I am ready for the bigness of my calling. I rise because I'm here to rise others too. How does that feel? Where do you feel it in your body? Is it time? It feels like time. And I'm glad you're here.